you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Yeah, get down with you. Yeah, get down with you. Come on.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Xposed Podcast Live, Season 2, Episode 3. We in here today. Who we got, man? Who we got today?
We got Taylor and we got Imani.
Yeah.
Yep. Special guest.
Imani. She got the glasses on, so she feeling real bougie.
I think y'all, we really made this show up.
The main
and we just wanted them to,
Come on now. Don't do all that. Don't do all that. All that ain't necessary. Y'all see, we got the wine in the cut, so, we about to have a good time today. We about to go over a lot of different stuff. First things first, let's get it out. My kid, Brian. Let's talk about it.
Micaiah Bryant.
Micaiah Bryant. I apologize.
But, yeah. I'm gonna have y'all speak first. What y'all think about that?
So, I watched the video. It was just like hard to watch.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the cop could have used the taser. He didn't have to shoot. And if you did feel you needed to shoot, you didn't have to do it 4 times. Like, you was trying to kill the girl. And then, like I said, all them parents around, all them adults around.
Exactly.
Why y'all call the cops, or why y'all let it get to the point that y'all gotta call the cops, but y'all over here recording? Like,
Right.
Exactly.
I just feel like we live in a time where if you
People
put
wanna
your
go viral.
phone down, people
Everybody want to go viral. Everybody want to put some on camera. Everybody want to be the first one to the story. Everybody want to be the first one to the post. And it's like, this is real life right here.
Right.
That little girl just got shot.
Somebody's
Everybody's
daughter.
recording.
Somebody's daughter.
Y'all all around. These is kids.
And
It
not
was kids that was
saying
fighting,
nothing,
man. And y'all, to me, the whole situation doesn't sit well at all. The whole situation. I'm not a fan of anything with the whole situation, but I will say this: after seeing the video, and I'm not about to say I agree with the cop, so let's get that out now. I'm saying that in that situation, it was split. It was a split-second thing.
It was a split-second thing.
Now let's be prepared for this. The motherfucker might get off.
He might get off.
I think he is.
The motherfucker might get off.
He will.
And it's bullshit because you shot a baby 4 times in the chest. I don't care how you spin that shit.
bullshit. But
It's bullshit, but y'all know how they like to play this game. And when I say them, y'all know how they like to play this game. And when everything matches up to their little bullshit paperwork, when because morality is like morals is not within their decisions. They don't have morals. Y'all know how they is. So when you go to that and you look at the law of it, he was within his right.
I already told y'all, the thing I'm gonna continue to say is like, what's fucking me up is I feel like what police departments need to do better at is they need to do better at knowing who they're sending out to these areas to respond to these calls. Because
Exactly.
my thing is this: if you pulling up to a situation and it's all 16 high school under 18-year-old underage females having a situation, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have de-armed her of that knife in that situation, disarmed her of that knife in that situation, but he pulls up, scared as hell, scared for his life because he's not from these areas. This nigga probably some fucking.
The motherfucker said, he said 4 words.
Like
He said, "What's going on? What's going on? Get down, get down!" Pop, pop, pop.
It's crazy.
It's really how it went, bro.
But when you have these school shootings, like when it's them,
Mm-hmm.
they getting walked out.
They getting walked out,
And they got all these assault
and
rifles.
they already done killed somebody
Exactly.
with
Multiple
an assault
people.
rifle. Like
Exactly.
Multiple people.
And they getting
With
walked
a firearm.
out. And they getting walked out.
And see, my thing was, I feel like, obviously, just like any situation, like with the Sweetie and Quavo video, with this Micaiah video, I feel like when you get 2 seconds of something that was 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes long, you don't really know what happened. So some people can look at it and say, oh, she was attacking the girl, she was going at this girl. But who's to say if these babies were 15 and 16, not everybody has license. And if these parents are standing around not doing anything, and she's the one that's fighting everybody else, maybe they brought these children there. And she felt like that was the only way to protect herself was with going after these people. So I feel like with him coming into it, just like any situation that you don't know anything about, you see 2 seconds of it, your initial reaction is to look at it and be like, oh, she was going after her.
Yeah.
She's in trouble, so let me get her.
Because what people don't know is that the story, the true story is that the little girl called the police because she was being jumped. She was being attacked by all the little girls.
So he got there.
So she had the knife in order to protect her motherfucking self.
And didn't even discover that you shot the person who called you.
Yeah.
He didn't even take the time. He didn't even take the time
take
to
the
figure
time.
out who called.
You didn't even take the time.
She called.
But
like, come on,
at the same time, then like, are y'all just trained to shoot? Are y'all trained to tase? And where's these standards used?
And that's the thing.
Is it different depending because we black? Like that's my whole thing. They come with a mentality to kill and destroy, and that to me,
and
I can't rock.
Just like you said, are they trained to shoot or are they trained to tase? That goes to speak on the topic of last week, the guy getting killed at St. Anne's. Like she talking about she reached for a taser. She ain't, come on now, she ain't reached for no motherfucking taser.
That was in Minnesota.
No, that was here.
You talking about St. Anne's?
The dude in Minnesota. That was when she thought it was That was when she thought it was. No, I'm dead serious. When she thought it was a taser, that was Minnesota.
The St. Anne's was.
The St. Anne's, they was just tasing him.
It was a dude.
Okay.
And he had his.
He had a gun on him.
He had a gun, but his hand was like in his pants, and they kept telling him to remove it.
I thought that's okay.
But that was Ohio. But still, y'all had all them cops. Y'all could have tased him. I just feel like unless somebody is pointing a gun like right at your head, I feel like there's really no excuse to take somebody's life.
In that situation, the guy in the hospital, he did have a gun on him. He wasn't pointing at their head, but at any second he could have.
But they should have checked him because I believe.
I don't know how he got through.
I believe he came in through the ambulance
without being patted down.
Was he detained?
No.
I don't know all the information, and that's the thing, everybody. When you talking about this stuff, try to get the best information you can.
Right, that's why I can't really speak to
the best information you can, because at the end of the day, you can speak from a perspective, and like you said, 2-second videos.
Right.
We don't know everything that happened, so before you stand strong on a point, you know what I mean? Get the full story and everything, but like being a woman of color in 2021, like
it's scary.
It's scary.
I feel like it's scary for anybody that's of color because, and I'll just tell you this as a person that works in a corporate world and as a person who has degrees, I feel like it's scary because not only are we getting degrees and getting these good jobs, but we're also becoming entrepreneurs. We're learning the stock world that they've been on for years. We learning about generational wealth and all that. So they getting scared because they came to this country to keep us here while they was up here, and they now starting to see like, oh shit, like
it's some power. It's some power.
And they smarter than us.
Yeah.
So.
No, she's saying we're smarter than that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's saying we're smarter than that.
Yeah. So they started to feel that. So I feel like it's scary, but I feel like we just gotta stay strong and we gotta stay together. Like, and the violence within our own communities, we gotta stop that because I feel like that's another thing that's provoking them.
Yeah.
Being a woman of color.
I can take both sides. It's not all bad. I can say like one situation. I was just about to say two things. But one, I was gonna say like that COVID shot. I feel like sometimes as a black woman you're targeted as far as like reproducing and stuff like that. So that's another reason why I was like, I don't know if I want to do that because I still feel ways about that whole those tests that you send in to get the DNA results back.
Yeah.
I just feel like the ancestries. I just feel like when they have so many DNAs of like different people, like I just feel I'm not.
So you
like,
think ancestry is cap?
No, but I do feel like they got DNA and they're gonna do other things with it. Not just giving you your history. I think they're gonna do
other things with that.
Right. Right. And I feel like they
and it's used as a gimmick as, hey, come get this. Right. Hey, we about to do this on the back end because we got your consent.
Right.
That's why every time you sign something, when you look at them consents, nigga, they be saying some stuff in them consents.
So that's what I was gonna say about being a black woman is you have to really think about things that you do like the COVID shot. Cause say that makes you not be able to reproduce. It's already clear they don't want us here.
Yeah.
So I feel like a life is gonna prevent you from being here.
Exactly.
And I feel like so little things like that, you know, I do feel, you know.
That's deep.
But I feel like, you know, as a black woman too, I would say with Micaiah and her situation just 2 days ago, that was kind of like not the first, but there's very few women than there are black men. And I feel like just hers and being so close because it is home, I feel like this is one situation. So as a black woman, I just felt like if black men see this every day, all the time, like my heart was heavy. Like this is one situation, and I'm scared to walk to my house off of one situation that happened last night. I mean, we have the Sandra Bland's and other things too, and Breonna Taylor's, but it's like for it to be this close to home and you see it as a black woman, it's just like, man. And for black men to have to feel like this all the time, I guess that was kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not all bad. Like on the other side, like, you know,
Yeah.
we're getting tapping into ourselves. Not more black women are wearing their natural hair now, embracing curves and embracing our lips because other cultures want our lips now. It's things like
Hey, can I say? Let me. Since we said something about lips, and since we have the ladies on, what y'all think about
We were just
the
talking
plastic
about
surgery?
We were
and all
literally
that
just
shit?
talking
Like,
about
what y'all think about that? Because I got my thoughts on it, but what y'all?
So, okay, so we were literally, while she was braiding my hair, we was talking about Queen Naja. So, I'm not coming at Shorty at no offensive way, but we literally said, like, the photo she posted, I don't know if y'all seen it,
I ain't
but,
see it.
but
Should we
she,
look it up?
yeah, so, before I even say what I'm gonna say, like, we were talking about that, but I want you to look at it and just form your opinion real quick.
Man, we going to
It's
the
like her
evidence.
first,
You got it?
We going to the evidence with this one.
she had it covered up right here. Now zoom in.
Oh,
Don't say nothing, because I'm gonna tell you what we
Let me see.
said.
go ahead.
So we said, you know, it
She
looked
tweaked out for that.
It looked botched.
Yeah.
First of all, like you got surgery.
Yeah.
That's looking like you got cellulite and all that. And I'm not hating on Shorty at all.
Maybe
But
Maybe sometimes with these surgeries,
she's not working out.
With
She's
these
not working out.
with these
She's not
surgeries,
keeping up.
they choose to get cellulite because for real, as a nigga, we like cellulite. We like the curves. We like the ripples.
But
we
it
like
don't-
the realness.
The
I'm gonna let y'all
realness
know
is
that.
good, 'cause I got tired
So that's
of
probably
price, too.
so that's probably why she did that. Because that
I
shit
don't
right
think
there,
it
that
is.
looked like two basketballs.
Them bitches is
No
like,
cap, them bitches
you know,
on dribble,
when you
man.
take a picture of a basketball as soon as it hit the ground, and that bitch like squish. That
Yeah.
It's like,
I know what you're talking
But
about.
this
You
goes
think-
back. This does go back to black women in society. I feel like there is a pressure of you to have these perfect curves, these perfect, you know, titties and small waists and big ass because that's what society
You know
says.
what it is? It ain't necessarily society. It's that motherfucking phone.
It is,
But-
but I'm saying that this is
But-
probably
It's
why
that
women
motherfucking
like that.
But at the same time though, just speaking from and I know some women, they do it for the perspective of they just want to feel good about themselves.
They're
I don't knock anybody of any reason of why you would
He
do
was
it. I would just say me personally.
He
What?
just asked me that earlier. He said something like, something about some surgery. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I asked
I'm
you,
like,
would you
really,
pay?
bro?
Would you pay for it?
He said, "Would I pay for it?" I said,
Yeah.
"You know what?
Moneybag did.
I would if it was say if I'm in a situation and I got a wife, right? And that's what make her feel comfortable. And I could tell her all day long, like, oh, I like you natural, I like you this way, I like you that way. At the end of the day, it's about what I like because she's married to me, but really she gotta be comfortable with herself type shit. You feel me? So it's like
So
if
I
that's
feel
what she
like
wants,
this.
if that's what's gonna make her comfortable.
But then this my thing though. Could it be? And I ain't pro either way with it. I know personally me. I want my girl
yeah.
USDA.
What you
feel me?
what you
Brand new.
do?
But hold on. Let me say this. But at the same time though, it's like it's a mindset.
That's
Like
what I was gonna say.
that mindset, bro. Like for you to go to this extreme of getting surgery to modify your body, that to me is that the level of vanity within that's too extreme for me.
Well, for me, I feel like, kind of like what he said,
That's
I
your
feel like
It is my
becoming
opinion.
it's
Yeah, you're
becoming more popular because you got people on their phones scrolling all day, and then you got females like, damn, like I wish I had an ass like her, or I wish my titties was big like her, or I wish my lips was fat like her. And so, in a way, social media can be good, but if you don't have a high self-esteem,
You gotta know yourself.
you gotta know yourself and you have to love yourself.
But
Like,
why
you
not
shouldn't-
discover that before you do that? Why not discover yourself?
Yeah,
Why not
be
discover
comfortable
your
with yourself
self value?
first,
Why not? Why not? If you build that value within yourself, like people don't understand, investing in yourself builds like confidence. Confidence is wealth to me.
It really is.
Confidence is wealth because this is the thing. If you, regardless of your situation, if you know yourself, you are always going to persevere.
And nobody can
Always.
come at you. So, for
And
instance, say
can't
like
nobody
people
knock you
that have done something in their past, say that you used to drink a lot and you used to rage, okay? So once you get to a point of accepting everything about yourself, nobody can tell you anything about you, or nobody can talk down on you, because it's like, yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, I'm comfortable. Yeah, I did that. And you're comfortable with it. Or if you was a hoe, it's like, yeah, I did. I was a hoe. Yeah. But
Wait,
I'm not,
hold that.
We're about to go on that.
Wait,
Pin that.
hold on, let me speak about this part though.
All right.
We can fit that.
Okay.
But I do think that the first, like, if you tell your man like you want to get your body done, you know, whatever. And I'll just speak on this too. I've never had children yet. I know that post baby, I feel like I'm very comfortable with how my body is in and out of the gym. But I feel like after a baby, there are some things that the gym is not going to be able to fix exactly for, like, you know, that excess stomach meat, or, you know, your titties are sagging. So if a girl does a mommy makeover, when it's like kind of like snapping back to kind of what you had before, similar to that, let's normalize bodies that normal bodies, because this idea now is creating a facade, and it's not real. It's not real. That's the part that I'm saying. So if you want to do like a little, you know, nip and tuck, because it's like, you know, it's not, you know, when you look in the mirror, I can see that. And even that, some people can argue and be like, no, you gotta get comfortable with all of it. But it's like, I can see how.
I can agree with the mommy. I can definitely agree. Like, I haven't been a mom yet, so I can definitely agree with that. And I feel like, at least from what I've seen, a lot more black women or women with a lot more melanin get a lot more stretch marks, or they get, you know, what do you call it, fupa? I'm not sure. Like, some people, like, they get that, because I've seen the opposite end where they literally don't look like they had a baby at all. So I feel you, like, if you're getting a mommy makeover and you want to go back to who you were before, yes, but never let a man or another female tell you based off of social media, like, I want to get my body off of them. Because if I'm a mom, I'm not gonna lie, if my titties start hanging real low like Squidward's nose,
I mean, at the end of the day, like, finding a significant other out here is definitely finding a person who you feel like you're gonna build it with. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, I asked the fellas the last episode. I asked them, I was like, how's dating in 2021? So I'm gonna ask y'all.
You want to go first or you want me? Because I got stuff.
Oh, she got, yeah.
Hey, now we get into the good part.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So, as I was telling y'all earlier,
What did you call us? Tell the camera what you called us.
Ain't shit niggas.
No. The male niggas. We the male niggas. We all niggas, but we the male niggas. Okay. Alright.
But, okay, so as I was telling y'all earlier, my parents have been married for 30 years. High school sweethearts.
Mine too.
Yeah, so.
Damn, that's cute.
So, I feel like my parents is like some real OGs, and I feel like they did stuff the right way. They stuck it through the tough times and all that. But I feel like now in our generation, it's like, first of all, people in our generation are so weird. Like, that's another point, but.
So you saying when you dating, is it like when you dating, it's weird?
Talking to certain dudes, yes, it's very weird. Like, I feel like it's a lot of weird niggas, and I feel like niggas are more about they homies nowadays and trying to impress they homies, when at the end of the day,
and that's weird energy. That's weird energy. That's weird energy.
You trying to impress your homie when you got a girl who's really down for you. Like, she knows you from front to back. She gonna clean up. She gonna cook.
But do you feel he should choose? Do you feel like he should, when it comes to valuing his time with his niggas or with his girl, he should always lean more towards his girl. Do you feel that way?
No, because in a healthy relationship, I want you to, like, if you was my dude, I want you to have time with your boys, and I don't want to be around because I know.
Y'all say that at first.
No.
Y'all say that at first. Listen up. Y'all say that at first, but then it's the thing when niggas coming home, cause you know how we kick it. And then we kick it.
But we don't. But at the same time,
I come home at 2 in the morning, and I'm drunk. You thinking niggas on bullshit?
No, the reason why we think that is because all your niggas be on bullshit. If you the only one in a relationship, if you got a nigga, your whole crew of niggas is some hoes. Be like,
she waiting to say something. What you gotta say? What niggas did? She looking. What?
you gotta say, sis?
I think there's weird niggas because we live in weird times, and I'm gonna say that because I feel like it's weird because gender roles are in question.
Yes.
Which I think makes things weird.
Everything is in question.
I'm sorry. Because there are men that would take more of a female role at home, and then there's women that would take maybe more of like the man's role at home. That's happening in homes now. So I think it's creating weird situations because it's not the norm. Does that make sense? It's not the stereotypical mom does this, dad take care of home, mom is cooking.
I know niggas that stay at home dads.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
None of my niggas,
But
I know
I don't even think deeper than the gender roles. Like, and what I'm about to say, I am not a homophobic or any, like, I'm not against the LGBTQ community or nothing like that. But Columbus, unfortunately, with males, I feel like it's becoming the new Atlanta, where
I can see that.
it's a lot of
it's time to move. Nigga, it's time to move.
It's a lot of, so maybe it's not just weird.
Damn.
It's a lot of undercover males here. Where if that's who you are, then let me know, because here I am fighting for you, like fighting for our love. Whole time you sleeping with your homie.
Oh wow.
No, like
that's really what y'all think?
No, it's not.
No.
What we
Wait, in
think.
situations I'm talking about.
That's a real situation.
Okay.
That's a real situation. Like,
But it's I done heard some. I ain't even going.
it's unfortunate.
It's some weird niggas out here, bro.
It's unfortunate. Like it's really getting
Y'all niggas
down
going
to
outside?
that.
And communication.
Y'all
Let's hear how
going outside like that?
Communication, I feel like
It's not going outside. That's what they like. That's
No,
what they like.
I'm saying going outside in the sense that, like, come on, man, y'all. If whatever, I ain't go too much speak on that. But if that's what you doing, I feel like with anybody you talking to or dealing with, bro, just keep it a bud.
Yeah.
Come authentic to the situation. You know what I mean? Like if you come in it raw, like then it can only be respect. But what you was basically saying.
But I feel like people don't want to keep it real though. Like I feel
Go
like
ahead,
this is the thing. So I feel like that. You can say like, oh, this is just keep it real, you know, whatever. But I feel like this is the thing. I feel like people are afraid to say what they want to say because they think the other person might be too sensitive to handle what they have to get.
But most people are sensitive these days.
Okay, right.
Most people are really soft these days.
Right, because nobody can be
people
vulnerable. People are very soft these days because you
nobody
can't
take
say shit
criticism.
anymore
You can't say shit
without
no
people
more.
getting sensitive.
You know what I mean?
Which I
Like,
understand that,
yeah.
but I do feel like where does it come a time then when you can be honest with somebody? Because the only way to build something is to be vulnerable. If you're gonna constantly just dance around what it is, oh, I'm actually with my homeboy. Well, no, you're really just on a date. I'm so comfortable at a point with a nigga that if you tell me, oh, I'm out right now, and I'm like, what you really doing? And he's like, I'm on a date. Cool, we're just getting to know each other. I know where you stand, like you know where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a communication,
That's respect.
I just feel like because we're all doing something that no one. I mean, some people are talking to one person at a time, and I feel like
some people are.
Some people are, and I feel like at least most people, I would say, most people from my experience, I think, are juggling between at least two people. At least two people. Three, maybe.
Oh, so you said 3? I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's thugging it. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
You probably got your ex.
I'm not the only one about to.
Or now we getting older, so if it's not your ex, it's your baby father or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You got your like your main dude, and then you got your backup. But your backup could be like your ex and the main dude in one. But they could.
Damn, you telling a lot of girls business.
Yeah.
This is good to hear.
But
continue.
No, but the reason why we do that is because
you don't know which nigga playing or not?
No.
Okay.
Yes, we don't know which dude is playing or not. Because I feel like guys talk to multiple girls because that gives them an energy boost. I feel like girls talk to multiple dudes because it's one main dude who she really wants, but he has her on edge because he's playing and he's doing.
So that means play with other niggas?
No, that means keep your options open.
That means keep
You're not gonna be with them other niggas. You want that other.
No, we want him. We want
But
that
you don't know
guy.
which way it's
But
gonna
you,
go.
Let me tell you this.
But you gotta.
Wait,
you
that's
gotta
what I'm saying.
Let's tell you how.
Because you playing because realistically you don't want all three of them niggas.
We don't.
No,
We only want one.
them.
So that's what I'm saying.
No,
But
you
you
don't
know
listen
what?
to what we're saying.
In
that-
basketball, right? You ain't gonna make every motherfucking shot. So
Yeah.
you know what you gotta do? You gotta box out. And what's that gonna do? You gotta rebound.
Rebound.
Right, okay,
You gotta have
you
rebound.
You need a rebound because the
Rebound.
thing is this: you could want him, right? He has everything you really like him. The vibe is good, cool, whatever. But at the same time, you have to have somebody else. But I feel like it's easy to get wrapped up in some,
You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
especially if you're a person that don't really like
Which
talking
brings
about
me to my next question.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
This
It's
gonna
question
be some
time, man.
shit.
It's question time. Or you want to take it over?
He got this one. It better be good. The
Go
way
ahead,
y'all,
man.
the way
Go
y'all.
ahead.
okay, so this is what I'm saying. If you getting to know a guy, right? Say you like this guy.
Yeah.
Is y'all putting sex first?
Do y'all think sex is the main focus?
Like, do y'all think it? Do y'all
situations?
Getting
these
to
days?
getting to know a guy.
No, I'm saying, do y'all think that like there's too much focus on sex these days within relationships?
Because
I feel like if a dude know that you a goer, yes. But for me and I can speak for her too. Like, no, like.
And let's first of all let's define what a goer is. What's a goer? For all those out there who don't know what a goer is a go liver. Derived from go liver. That means she's on go at any moment, at any time. And it's niggas that's go livers.
it is.
Yes.
But the reason I asked you that question is because nowadays there are females. I feel like just like you said on the last topic, niggas is really bitches nowadays. Like no disrespect,
And
but
females is taking a role like that, bro.
Because after so much time, like I feel like y'all have made women like this. Like it's so hard.
And that's real.
It's so
I agree with
hard.
that. That's
like
real.
y'all want to follow
There's just
this
a lot of
narrative.
pussy ass niggas.
Go back to the black woman
I was
question.
just about to say.
Y'all want the black woman to hold y'all down through all this bullshit. Nigga, you're not about to cheat on me.
Well, and
You're not about to have a baby on me. You're not about to disrespect me. You're not about to beat my ass, etc., etc.
That's
And
what I'm saying. That's
me
all.
stick around. Like,
Well,
hell
the
no.
reason is because when we are talking about the black woman thing, black women are in a place where a lot of us are kind of over trumping our black men. Not over trumping in the fact that it's like disrespectful,
Yeah.
but as far as financial,
That's the thing. Niggas nowadays is
Niggas
they
nowadays.
lazy. Niggas is comfortable.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no, but
yeah,
this is the thing.
yeah,
This is the
yeah.
other thing. This is the other thing that I think
Nigga,
has
yeah.
affected.
Yeah, like
That I think has affected
Yeah.
relationships. Niggas think that monetary things or material things is what's gonna keep your girl.
But
My
you can
nigga.
blame niggas these days when Sweetie's talking about a fake nigga, that's my type.
Fuck her.
Cash doll, like
Fuck
the
her.
media is
On some
always
real shit. No.
around that.
I wouldn't even want a female like that. I wouldn't even want a female like that. It's just like a woman like that. It's just like how y'all say that there's niggas over there like that, like niggas you don't want to deal with, and there's good niggas. Just like it's good women that that don't value those.
Things.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because that's small minded. I would like, bro. Don't get me wrong. As a man, hey, take care of your business. Bring home the bacon. You know what I mean? Take care of your business.
A lot of men don't feel
for
that
sure.
way, though.
And I don't understand niggas like that
because
all the men.
half on every
Man, I done had
And that's lame.
I done
That's
had some
lame.
exes, like, and it's really, like, it makes me upset because I feel like and you can probably say the same thing because you come from a two-parent home and your parents have good jobs and everything. I feel like niggas nowadays, when they know that you come from, a high middle class or whatever, they start taking breaks. Like, they think that you got it. They want to ask you to pay the bill, like, on a first date.
Y'all know niggas like that?
I ain't never.
I don't. Hey.
No.
Hey.
And
That's some. Come on.
That's like taking advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't have so many, and I was dumb. It was my fault too, but I didn't have niggas like really use me for my bread, and I was just being genuine.
Let's clear it up, bro. If you a nigga, you know, black man nigga, y'all know what I mean. If you ask a woman, if you ask one of our queens on a date, if you ask her on the date, pay for the date, nigga.
And really, even if she asks you like, "Oh, I want to do this and that,"
pay for the date, nigga.
So I feel like when it comes to gender roles, y'all should still pay for the dates.
If
Like,
you can't,
pay for it. This is the thing. Now, if y'all went on multiple dates, y'all got a situation where it's like, okay, I got the last one, you get this.
but
like,
you know what, though?
but this is the thing.
It shouldn't even be talked about.
It shouldn't even, because it should be you going on this situation. Like niggas be really watching pocket watching the whole thing. Bro, on a date, I'm having a good time too. So it's like,
niggas
like I'm
really,
having a good time too. So
niggas pocket watch females, and I think the reason why I get so offended by it is just because like my dad's been in my life my whole life. So even like when we just go into the Chinese buffet or some shit like that, my dad, I mean, they share an account, but my dad still pulls out his card. Like it's coming from the same account.
And if your lady want to step in and be like, no, babe, then you make the decision on, I'm gonna let you do, or if not. But at the same time, it shouldn't be.
And then niggas
now,
wonder
if this
why.
if this your lady.
But then niggas wonder why their girl has so much mouth. If you step up and do more,
Yeah.
I bet you she's gonna shut the hell up.
Yeah.
She's
No,
gonna
for
be
real.
quiet.
That's
She's gonna
crazy.
do everything.
But
The sexual question that we're talking about.
that's more than, let's get this understood. That's more than money. That's more than stepping
It
up
is
and paying
more.
for something.
It's the
Money ain't gonna take care of
principle.
everything.
It's
Invest
the
in your
principle,
girl.
though.
Talk to your
Yeah,
girl.
it's
It's
about
a
your
lot of
feelings.
different, you know what I mean? It's a you handling her financially, you handling her mentally, you handling her spiritually, you handling her
Because I don't think
emotionally.
women are
You directing all
supposed to
that.
be thinking about that.
You know what
We're
I mean?
supposed to be handling home and taking care of the home and running the home.
So that's
I'm
what you
fine
think. You
with
think it
that.
should be in the traditional
We're
state.
nurturers.
No, I'm not saying
We're
that it's supposed to
nurturers.
be. I feel like that is how it is.
But
naturally.
I'm saying, but
Yeah.
do you agree that it's supposed to be like
I do.
in
I
that traditional
I
sense?
genuinely feel like women are nurturers.
I agree with that.
I'm just out of
Whatever.
the flesh, out of our DNA. I feel like who we are is nurturers. So I feel like we're not supposed to be thinking about paying bills. We're not supposed to be thinking of how we're gonna get a way to make ends meet. No, we're supposed to keep the show running. I can do that. I can keep the show running, and I feel like that's why most women tend to go to more of an alpha man, because it's like if you're that type of woman that knows that you can offer these things, you're gonna go for an alpha man. And I feel like a lot of men these days, when we're talking about weirdos, I feel like you're so comfortable with letting your girl do stuff, and then you get mad when she's not submitting, which I think submitting has like negative like connotations to it. But I do feel like when you're a man, you're showing up to be a man. She's gonna let you lead.
But I mean, okay, so we started off with a question. Let's go around.
Oh, the
Yes
sex-
or no?
Spin it back.
It's sex the main focus.
I was gonna spin it back because the thing is, like I said, that's why we took it back to that question.
Yeah.
Nowadays, niggas is starting to be comfortable with taking that back seat role, and
Exactly.
the women are being alpha females.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So
So nowadays, it is some females that's out here.
Oh,
with some
and then,
alpha
bro, and
females
then,
too, like,
bro,
nigga, I'm
and
like-
this is the
And they're
thing.
paid.
They,
You don't have to
listen,
deal with a nigga no more.
listen. No, I mean, no, on a sexual perspective.
It's some women that put it first.
Where they will
That's what I'm saying.
they will
That's
make
all
the
that
first
was.
move like, nigga, like, be like this, like, bro. Not to tell
And-
my
and
business,
really-
not to tell my business, but bro, we all have been in situations
Yeah.
where person be like, are we gonna fuck tonight?
I
You
mean,
feel me? Like, hey, you be driving this shit, you be like, oh, you be like, she trying to fuck.
And the thing is,
I was trying to chill.
I don't know if y'all know this. Just like he said, I don't know if y'all know this. As a guy,
Yeah.
from a guy's perspective,
Go ahead.
we don't always want to put that first. You feel me? Maybe
Exactly.
sometimes
If
you
I'm
wanna
really
do
trying
what
to,
I'm
if I'm
saying.
really trying to see what's good with you,
Dissect you,
I'ma
know what I'm
fuck
saying?
you.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I gotta see what's up.
But
Yeah.
I
If
think
I'm really
I
trying
think sex is important. I think sex is important. Like if y'all really fuck with each other and that's really your nigga or that's really your female, I think sex is important. I think sex, communication, and finances are three things that really keep a relationship going. Now, does it need to happen every single day? No, because I mean I got
But
shit
no.
She said, I
Let
got
me
shit
just
to
say
do.
something. Hey, no. Because this is the thing. Realistically, can't nobody be fucking all day. If you got a nigga that's able to fuck all day,
He
that
not
nigga
ready.
ain't getting enough money.
He not.
He
Let's
homosexual.
get, hey, hope. Exactly.
He homeless.
Yeah, he's
But he not gonna
homeless.
fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Homosexual.
He wanna just he wanna just sit around and fuck all day.
He
Who's
homeless.
oh, you stupid.
But I think it's
Anyways.
important. Y'all, I mean, scientifically, males, like, y'all need it more than us.
No. Rebuttal. Yeah.
Let's
Rebuttal.
speak on that.
Yeah, rebuttal.
I'm ready to
Wait.
speak on that.
Rebuttal.
No, we didn't speak on that.
I grew up.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
Okay,
I got-
feel like women, there's too many things about men not getting their sex, men not getting their sex, men. I feel like, and I don't even talk like this often.
No, talk like
as
this.
a woman,
I'm talking like
as
this.
a
Go
woman, I
ahead.
feel like I know I have high sex drive. And I feel like there's
It's a
other
Scorpio
women that
in
do
us.
have it. It is.
It's the Scorpio.
And I feel like there's a lot of women that do. I feel like it's just taboo for us to speak on it, just like this whole.
But it
gender
shouldn't be
roles.
taboo.
It shouldn't be, but I feel like the times that we live in, when men hear you talk like that, it's like we from experience in life. A lot of men are like, oh, no, she's just out here. She's doing this.
What
She got-
What niggas is like that?
Niggas
Yeah,
do that.
who is
So,
the niggas
I
that's
don't
like
act like
that?
you don't
No,
know.
really,
Niggas are like
niggas
that.
are like that.
Bro, if you on that type of time, I'm on that type of time.
No.
Yeah,
I'm on that type of time.
No, because what she's
Man.
the type of time she's talking about, I've been on that type of time. And guys start thinking, like, society has really fucked up people's heads because guys will start thinking, oh, like, she like to have sex, like she must be going. No, I'm just
But
horny
I feel
and
them
I
are
have need.
weak-minded niggas.
Exactly, and that's why.
But it's
Most-
not a lot. It's
most
some
men
weak.
are weak-minded
That's
when it comes to
weak.
sex.
And the thing
That's
about it
weak
is, like,
though.
in that instance, like you said, you just horny in that situation, and a nigga will take it as like, damn, maybe she is out here going. But at the same
Man,
time,
my nigga, I would never think that if I'm kicking
If
it with
it's
my
your
girl.
girl,
If
if
I'm
it's your
with my
even
girl
if
and
it
my
ain't your
girl
girl,
wanna fuck, bro,
even
it's
if-
up.
even if it ain't your
It's
girl, even
up.
if y'all just talking, I'm sure if y'all talking enough, you can tell, like, is she really out here hoeing or is she not? Because
Yeah.
if she not, y'all gonna be communicating, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
efficiently, y'all gonna be talking. She
But-
don't got no time to hoe.
but-
And you know her lifestyle, how she living.
But
A
real
lot of y'all
life-
be working like we.
Real life
Black
though,
women
real
is out
life.
here
Some
grinding.
niggas,
Black women is out here
some
grinding.
niggas be
You feel
letting
me?
the past affect them, which brings me to
Yeah.
my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel me? Brings me to the next one, man. Some niggas be really affected with the past, and that's
Ex
why
cheated on them, so they a player.
the question of how many bodies you got, because we said that last podcast, disgusting question. But what y'all think? Did y'all ask a nigga how many bodies he got?
So I'm gonna tell you from my own experience, like my most recent ex, and I will never do this in my next relationship. My most recent ex, I asked like how many bodies he had, and then I like wanted to know
Can I know why you did that?
because I was immature, like,
Okay.
and this
And
was
it's good for you to reflect on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
he was honest about it.
and I wanted to know the girls. So honestly, and this is to everybody, take it from me. Don't worry about as long as it's not one of your day ones. Don't worry about who they slept with or anything because it will really fuck up your relationship. Because in the back of your head, you gonna think, oh, like you fucked Imani, like girl from high school. You might be, and I'm just being authentic, like creeping on this girl's page. You might see her out, and every time you see her out, you got a fucking attitude. Cause you know your nigga fucked her. So
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I don't care if you fuck 500 girls. I just feel like if the vibe's there, then there's no one to pick better than me. If
but
that's
are
the
you gonna
vibe.
ask them?
No, I'm not gonna ask, and I'm not gonna look. I'm not one of those searchers on Instagram.
Who?
I've never done that. And sometimes
She said, I'm
I
the
feel
FBI.
like sometimes I feel like
Hey,
it's
she in that
disadvantage.
category.
They all are.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, let me
No, but I feel like
let me
that
go
can be
ahead, bro.
disadvantage because the fact it almost comes off like you don't care if you're a woman that
Exactly.
don't look. But I feel like I've been so busy, caught up in my own world. I don't know why in my life, like, they don't even cross my
No, it's
mind
good, girl. It's
to
not
look at
good.
who likes his pictures or. I mean, it does give.
It's
you
all that
like,
necessary.
I don't do it.
It's all that
I feel
necessary.
like it's only necessary. I feel like it's never necessary because if you have to do that, then
You don't need to be with the
You
nigga.
shouldn't be
You
with.
shouldn't be
So,
with the
and
nigga.
that's why, like I said, like.
But I know niggas who have, like, yeah, bro, I looked through my girl's phone. Me personally, on my, anybody can verify this. I've never looked through a woman's phone.
No,
that I
it's
was
an
still
invasion
with.
of privacy. And if
I
you
know.
gotta look through
This
your
the thing.
phone,
If I see you start acting weird, then it's like, all right, nigga, something up. I can feel it. I can
You
feel
know
it.
you
I don't know,
I've
but
looked
I
at
can
phones
feel it.
before. I wouldn't do
But
it now.
I'm not searching nobody's phone.
Everybody has.
If I gotta play detective and shit, I got enough stress to deal with, my nigga. I ain't trying to fucking be stressed out over what the fuck you got going on.
I
This
think
is the thing.
the reason why people do it though is because I think they feel like they want the right answer because they feel like the partner's lying to them. But I will say, if now moving forward, I feel like if you come to that point, then I mean, like, why be together if you feel like you gotta search and search and search because that person's not telling you the truth? Because there should be a respect or some type of a relationship there.
Let's clear this.
That
I
you
don't
do that.
care. I don't care as far as the body count. I don't care. Let's say if you was talking to a woman, bro, and this was me and you, and and she really asked you that, and you told her, "Oh yeah, mine's is this." Let's say her shit doubled yours. Do you move differently?
I'm not answering the question.
Do you move
and I'm
differently?
not asking. So we not.
Me personally, I would be like, damn.
So
Why?
what you asking
But
them?
It's not getting there.
I'm not asking that because this is the thing. Now, when
Where
it
y'all come from? 'Cause
no, listen. I ain't trying to make it seem like we the
If you
perfect
ask me,
niggas.
I'm
But
gonna-
if you ask,
I'm gonna say I don't know.
I've been in this situation before where a person asked
I
me,
can't remember.
and I said it, and then off the strength of just laughing and shit, I was just like, "Is you like how many is yours?" I asked that, and then she was just like, she said an amount that was similar to mine, and it did bother me.
Stormy for life.
That's good.
This is how I feel about niggas like
That's it, word.
They
This is
some
how I feel.
bitches. They some bitches.
No, not that they're bitches. I
Yes, they
really,
are.
truly feel
Bro,
like
that mean your
there's
girl.
an
Hey, this is the thing.
insecurity
She might have had some partners, but that means she knows what she doing.
Okay.
So
Right.
see what's
But
up.
I feel like it's not
Hey,
enough.
hey, that turned me up.
It's
Like
not
I'll be like,
enough.
oh,
I
she
feel
knows
like
what's
there's
up.
an insecurity there with yourself because it's like if you want to know, it's like because you want to compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Or there's the reason.
Why you trying to have a
why.
swinging
Hey,
contest with
on
some
that,
niggas that ain't even
yeah.
good?
They really do want
Niggas
to
is
compare
weird.
themselves.
That's
weird.
Like you said, niggas is weird.
Niggas
They
is
will
weird.
compare themselves to other niggas. Like I'm not gonna go into details, but I done seen niggas compare themselves to other niggas. Like, whew, with that insecurity.
What niggas have y'all been around?
No, I can almost guarantee you.
Like these niggas they talking about.
I mean, something about, and I don't want to stereotype, but at least from what I've seen, something about, and it's a couple that don't fit this category. Let me make that disclaimer.
Couple.
But the
Yeah,
suburban black dudes, like now, I don't think that I would ever, like, go back to that.
You like hood niggas?
No, I'm not
So what do
straight.
You like
It's your
culture,
turn.
right?
Yeah, you like niggas that know what's up.
You have some culture. You got street smart,
Mhm.
but you're also like book smart. But
So
you're
you
not
want niggas that know
you're
what's
not
up.
too you're not too whitewashed.
Let's also reiterate, we might not be the like typical female. And I'm not trying to say this to sound any
You
type
not
of
the
way,
typical
but I'll
because we
say
can
that
tell by your
our
glasses.
parents are doing
Don't
that.
get me wrong.
Well, I was gonna
Hey,
speak
no,
on that.
she-
I was gonna speak on the fact that our parents are still together. We have our dads in our lives. So I feel like our opinions may be different from maybe women who don't have their dad in their life and who don't have their parents married. So I would say we're very unique in
Y'all
that
should have had
terms.
somebody in the center who like is the exact opposite of us because. So next podcast, you know, we said we.
So
was
she's trying to tell us how to do our job. Anyways, do y'all think a whole face is necessary?
Yes.
Let's not categorize it as a whole face.
Wait a minute. Okay, you right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But
Whole face. Wait a minute. Whole face. Let's clear this up. Whole face don't mean that you out here just fucking any and
That's just
everybody.
what we call it.
Your whole face can be. We call whole face as a joke, but it can be your explorative phase.
Yeah,
That's the phase
search
when you
for
out here
what
really
you
searching for what
Yes.
you like. So your whole face
It's
could
getting
be.
to know yourself for
Your
real.
whole face could be you
In a
dating
way.
multiple people. Your whole face could be you fucking multiple people. Whatever it may be, nobody's
Yeah,
judging.
that's true.
Is it necessary?
Yes.
Okay.
You find yourself like
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you find what
Okay.
you find what you like. Like I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if you've only been with one person, I mean, if you got lucky and that's really your dog off rip, cool. But it's so many people in this world, and as you get older, I mean, they say I think it's when you're 26, your brain don't fully develop until you're 26.
for guys, it's like 30.
No.
No, it might be
For
50.
men, no,
It might be 50.
don't be disrespectful. For men, it's 20. It's I think it's like 27. It's 27, bro. 28. It's not, bro.
I will say
It's
for
not.
even me, because I'm probably the oldest one. I feel like for me, my brain didn't fully develop until, and I'm not even gonna say that because it's constantly ever changing forever. So yeah, I rest it. I feel like you might be able to say yes and no to certain things, but I don't really know if there's a cap per se.
Yeah.
Because I think your mind and the things that you go through in life shapes you to where you're going to
But
be.
do you think a whole face is necessary?
Yeah, definitely, I do. I feel like, okay, I will say from a biblical standpoint, I do think that if you really just like search your whole life to find one person, I do think it's possible to do 1% and then really have that. I do think so.
For sure,
So let me, if anybody's spiritual, I don't want to lead you on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Like anybody that's watching this,
Exactly.
yeah, like I 100%. I think that
right.
there is if you really do that. But I do feel like it can go both ways. I feel like if you have multiple sex partners, sometimes it can be harder to find the one that you really like because there's this person gave head good. This person sucked the chitties and the other one didn't. This one did this.
Sucked my toes. He ate my ass.
But he ate my ass.
Hey.
She don't eat my ass like he ate mine. Like,
Hey.
you know, there are some
Hey.
if we want to talk about it, let's
Let's
talk
talk about it then.
No,
Let's
But
talk
I
about it.
do think that
You
there,
just compare.
So is it? So
let's.
let's just get this out. Is it priority for a nigga to eat your ass?
Yes.
Nah,
Yes, it is.
Is it priority?
not for
She
me.
said no. She said yes.
Okay,
Say
so
yes.
these are the people who ate my ass. That shit was great. And I mean,
Bro, okay, so it's priority. So if a nigga say, "Oh no, I don't do that,"
get no part of my body when we have sex. I mean, and I don't think you gotta do it every time, but no part of my body, if you really love me, should be off limits.
it's, as a man, no part is off limits.
Now I'm
And
not.
if y'all thinking it's limits, then you ain't grown enough.
Now listen.
So get your ass
I'm
up
not
and
getting-
get grown.
I'm
nigga.
not
Like,
getting his ass because y'all don't know how to wipe your ass.
hey, this is the thing.
Y'all don't know how to wipe your ass.
I know some niggas.
I know some niggas who.
Y'all be having dookie stains and
Hey,
Well,
this is the
first of
thing.
all, if you're eating
I don't
food,
want.
actually fresh out the shower.
no,
That's
even that, dudes.
Niggas
We
is
have
What's
to
he
wipe.
say?
We gotta wipe
He's like
the
fresh out the
beard.
shower. I
If
feel like
you a nigga, why you like get your ass ate?
that
No.
don't do
Hey,
that.
that's
Don't do
what
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You guys have a G spot.
Yeah.
You want to learn something?
Have you ever had ass ate?
They always trying to say that shit.
Wait.
Like,
Have you ever had
They
ass
always
ate?
trying to say that shit.
No. Have you ever?
Hell no.
Okay, well then how can you knock it if you never tried
No,
it?
I already know what y'all about to say.
No.
Niggas got a G spot.
No.
I already know what y'all-
I've
But like
never.
that's weird.
No.
I do too fucking much. Like
We do.
Oh yeah.
We do that too.
Yeah, y'all do, but it's like
So
Yeah,
y'all
look at
think we do pearls and shit?
yeah,
Pearls
y'all
and-
do.
But no.
I do.
Cause I know some girls that got some stinky shit. Like, bro,
Hell
stinky
no.
shit.
Yeah, but
Like,
still, it's like okay.
But
like,
y'all
it's still
agree we know how to wipe because y'all don't have to
Niggas
wipe.
don't
but
Y'all
okay,
don't
let's
have
say-
to wipe when
let's
y'all
say-
eat.
let's
We
say-
do.
let's
Y'all-
say-
I take it every time I take a shit, I take a
Cause
shower.
back-
So you use baby wipes or tissue when you shit?
Both, but like I
oh, we
just
get
said,
wild.
I'm about to get in the shower. I'm about to just get in the
Really?
shower.
That doesn't work always. What if you're like
I don't shit at work.
You don't?
I don't.
There's
I
a lot.
will.
I've heard a lot.
He
of
tripping.
that.
Ah, shit at work.
No.
You know me. Hey, shit at work, bro.
Hell
Like,
no,
bro,
I'm
what?
like that home,
I'm a
I'ma
shit
take
at work.
shit and
Hey,
go
So
nigga,
you
after
let-
lunch break,
so
this
if
I
it
shit
hit-
every morning.
If it hits you
before I
at
go
8
to work.
o'clock.
I shit every afternoon.
If it hits you at 8 o'clock.
I get off about 8
Yeah, I mean,
at the latest. So look, every morning, this is
No,
my
just
ritual.
layer
Every
that
morning.
tissue up. If you
anyways,
got-
all right. We talking. All right.
How we get this?
Whole phases. Can we all say they necessary?
Yes.
They are necessary.
Yes. You find yourself and you find what you like.
Yeah.
So what that means is, man, get out here and eat some ass, man. Get out here, ladies, get out here and suck some dick. You know what I mean? Like we
Don't be sucking
we-
too much because these niggas nasty.
She wild.
Y'all nasty.
Yeah, y'all nasty
That's the
too.
thing, girl.
We just, I know we nasty, but that's why I said
It's
don't be
marriage to
sucking.
go.
Absolutely. That's all I've seen in my life. But I'm gonna be honest, I get scared because I only want to get married one time. I don't want to get divorced. Like when I'm at the altar and I say till death do us part through sickness and all that shit, I mean that shit. And I feel like a lot of times people, when they have weddings, they're paying for the reception. They're paying for the party to impress other people and everything, but they don't really know the true spiritual meaning of what, like, we are one now. Like, I got your last name. Like, I'm holding you down, you hold me down.
Exactly.
And it's scary because
So you feel like getting married these days is kind of trendy?
not
They
even
can be
trendy
trendy.
because the rates are going down, but
No,
trendy.
I'm saying, but trendy as in,
Yeah.
oh, I got married.
Yeah,
You
people-
feel me? Well,
Yeah,
so-
people, everything is about a trend these days.
Yeah.
Everything
If
is
Girl,
love
about.
I'm
was
married, you
popular,
know.
if being in love was popular, and all the songs of Let's Get Married and
Yeah.
Martin and Gina, and we got the Huxtables, and we don't have shows like that anymore. Everything is
We
a
really
trend.
don't.
So if
And
you
everything
is a trend,
everything is
hoes, fuck that
every
hoes is a
it's
trend,
heavy
then that's what it's
sexually
gonna be.
predicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
heavy- it's
yeah, I
heavy.
feel like
Even though
it's
even the
popular,
women's
people do
music,
it.
our music even
All y'all female, let's get
our
women rappers only talk about fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
men
but
too.
okay, so let's
No,
talk-
nigga, we got different rappers that talk about different shit.
But listen,
But-
Get your money.
let's
Huh?
talk about our
Get
culture
money.
though. Like,
Getting money, and I mean, you feel me? No, but we got no.
no, hold on, but not even the
Cole,
culture.
Kendrick.
Like when I was in college, so I talked to somebody and they had actually like met the Migos and stuff.
Mhm.
Like before they like blew up, but they still had their deal. And they said, and I wholeheartedly believe this, they said these record labels like this, they gotta rap about this stuff. A lot of these rappers, well, some of them do, but they was like, we don't do like all these drugs and stuff like people be making it seem like we rap about. We don't do this shit. But the record label
Yeah,
is
all
making
kind
us
of
do
boyfriends
this.
and girlfriends.
So I feel like it's another attack from them on our black culture
Exactly.
and even our black
And I
women.
like how you brought that around.
Mm-hmm.
It's an attack on us.
So, it's marriage to go.
I feel like marriage is the goal. I feel like, as I'm creeping up my age here, I do feel like when you get to like kids and stuff like that, you would like to have marriage first and then kids second. But I do see a trend that most people are having kids before they get married, whether it be accidental or on purpose.
Birth
'Cause
control.
It works
I'm
both
taking
ways.
that tonight.
But I'm saying marriage is the goal. Because like the reason why I say it is the goal is because I guess because I see my parents, and you know that you always have somebody that has your back. And I remember I asked my dad like what made him know that my mom is the one. He was like, because I know she has my back. Simple as that. He didn't have to
That's
go
real.
into the details and this and that. But it's like to know that somebody has your back, regardless of bullshit, of ups and downs, of this and that. It's like to know like okay, for instance, like I had like a panic attack 3 weeks ago. Never had one before. And it's like that feeling is so overwhelming. Like, and I remember saying like, I feel like I need a hug. Like I just feel like it was so like a feeling I never felt. I really felt like I was having a heart attack. But I did know in the back of my mind that I felt like I need to be embraced and it would help it. And so when I went to the doctor the next day, they said it was anxiety. So that did kind of lead me to know that it was like I needed to be, and I know it was because of like the social media and seeing all these deaths and just the negativity that was what rose it. But it was just like to know that in this situation, because I watch I Am Athlete a lot, and Brandon was talking about that. He said like when you look at the side effects of like a heart attack and a panic attack, he was saying like the same effects. And he said that all he wanted was his wife to come in and hug him. That's all he wanted. And it was crazy because that was how I felt. Like everything he was saying, I was like, wow, I felt like I was having a heart attack too. And then he was like, I was like, wow, I really felt like I felt like I was having one too. And
But-
wow, I felt like I needed to be embraced too. And to know that you have that person. Because life is not easy. Like it seems like at a certain age, like everything's cool, it's kosher, whatever. But the older you get, it's like, you start seeing people dying, or like you start, having these thoughts of, oh yeah, I'm getting older, my skin is getting this or this and that. Like things start to come into play, and it's like I feel like when you do have that person that you always, even if it's not like y'all's marriage is the best or perfect, it's like you still have them.
Gotcha.
So that's why.
So can I touch on that? I just got one comment. What you saying is true because I just got a personal story. My dad had a heart attack before, and my mom was right next to him. He made it through that. Like he could have passed away, but he made it through that. But go ahead.
That's love.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you got marriage is the goal.
I got you.
I need me in case I
I'm
get
already
down.
knowing. I'm already knowing. And that's what's up. Marriage to go, bro.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's supposed to be. I just feel like.
Right. I feel like marriage is to go, and at the same time, mate selection is key. Like, who you have children with is the biggest thing with that mate selection shit to me, man. Like, that's my one thing. I refuse to have children with someone that I'm not connected with, and I've been connected with before we even have those children.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
So, just you personally, attraction first or like friends first?
Attraction matters. Attraction matters. Attraction matters.
Definitely.
I can't be with somebody who I don't get.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't be with somebody like, since we was talking about it, I can't be with somebody who I don't. If I want my girl, or my
Because you
woman.
want your kids to
I
be
want,
cute.
yeah, and that, but I want somebody who I'm attracted to be like, damn, you look good. Let's
But the
fuck.
thing is, this is
Like, let's do
have,
that.
So you can have a friend that you're like,
But no, you
visually
want to be
attracted.
attracted, but I want to build the friendship in the
most
midst.
definitely. You can
So,
have a friend that you're
attraction is
you're a
just
friend
what's gonna
that
get me
you're
there.
attracted to.
Attraction is what's gonna get me there. But once I learn you, that's what's gonna keep me there.
Mhm.
That's what's gonna keep me there. So that matters for sure, for sure, for sure. That's it, Joe.
Really?
We done.
I'm not done talking.
Go
We
ahead.
done, man. Love y'all. See y'all in the city. We out.
And it's a wrap.
Yep.
Cut that shit.
Yeah, we out here.
Oh, that was fun.